I'm Dr. Yahweh Brakatha Yahushua, Dr. Yahweh Brakatha Yahushua Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honor to the apostles, the elders. Salutations to you, sincere brothers, teaching and truth and in sincerity. Lesson will be entitled The Ark of the Covenant, located in a church in Ethiopia. Lord, will you are edified. This article was published 20 hours ago, and the source, Newsbreak contributor. According to the Bible, the Ark of the Covenant contains 2 stone tablets with the inscription of the 10 Commandments. The Ark is described as a wooden chest with a lid. The Ark is covered in pure gold. It is one of the most sacred biblical relics. The relic has never been found, although it has been the object of myths, controversies, and Hollywood movies. There has been one serious claim made about the whereabouts of the Ark. For centuries, Ethiopia's Orthodox Christians have claimed that the Ark of the Covenant is being held in a chapel at the Church of St. Mary of Zion in Asham, northern Ethiopia. Okay. According to the scriptures regarding the Ark of the Covenant, and Moses wrote this law and delivered it unto the priests, the sons of Levi, which bear the Ark of the Covenant of the Lord Yahweh, and unto all the elders of Israel. Let's jump down to verse 25. I'll start at verse 24. And it came to pass, when Moses had made an end of writing the words of this law in a book until they were finished, that Moses commanded the Levites, which bear the Ark of the Covenant of the Lord Yahweh, saying, Take this book of the law and put it in the side of the Ark of the Covenant of the Lord Yahweh, your power, that it may be therefore a witness against you. Okay. According to the Hebrew for Ark, Strong's H 727, pronounced as a Ra 1, which is a chest or ark, and according to the lexicon, but most frequently of the holy ark, in which the 2 tables of the law were kept, called more fully the Ark of the Testimony. Okay, and according to this article, it stated the Ark of the Covenant contains 2 stone tablets with the inscription of the 10 Commandments. This is correct. The Ark is described as a wooden chest with a lid. The Ark is covered in pure gold. Is this correct? Let's see. Now, same source, the blue letter, right? But now, we will study the dictionary from Easton's Bible Dictionary. All right. And it states, the sacred ark is designated by a different Hebrew word, all right, pronounced as Ara-1, right? Which is the common name for a chest or coffer used for any purpose. It is distinguished from all others by such titles as the Ark of the Most High, Ark of the Covenant, Ark of the Testimony. It was made of shittim wood, a cubit and a half broad and high and 2 cubits long, and covered all over with the purest gold. Its upper surface or lid, the mercy seat, was surrounded with a rim of gold, and on each of the 2 sides were 2 gold rings, in which were placed 2 gold covered poles by which the ark could be carried. Over the ark at the 2 extremities were 2 cherubim with their faces turned toward each other. Their outspread wings over the top of the ark formed the throne of the Most High, while the ark itself was his footstool. The ark was deposited in the Holy of Holies, and was so placed that one end of the poles by which it was carried touched the veil which separated the 2 apartments of the tabernacle. The 2 tables of stone, which constituted the testimony or evidence of the Most High's covenant with the people, the pot of manna, and Aaron's rod that budded, were laid up in the ark. Okay, so according to this source, the ark was made out of shittim wood and covered in pure gold. Okay, this is correct. The ark is described as a wooden chest, all right, and this wooden chest was made out of shittim wood and covered in pure gold. Okay. If you can receive this in the spirit, the Ark of the Covenant was a representation of Yahushua. John chapter 20 and verse 1. The first day of the week came Mary Magdalene early, when it was yet dark, unto the sepulchre, and saw the stone taken away from the sepulchre. Then she ran and came to Simon Peter and to the other disciple whom Yahushua loved, and said unto them, They have taken away the Lord out of the sepulchre, and we know not where they have laid him. Peter therefore went forth, and that other disciple, referring to John, and came to the sepulchre. So they ran both together, and the other disciple did outrun Peter, and came first to the sepulchre. And he, stooping down and looking in, saw the linen clothes lying, yet went he not in, meaning he did not go. Then came Simon Peter, following him, and went into the sepulchre, and saw the linen clothes lie, and the napkin that was about his head not lying with the linen clothes, but wrapped together in a place by itself. Then went in also that other disciple, which came first to the sepulchre, and he saw and believed, for as yet they knew not the scripture, that he must rise again from the dead. Then the disciples went away again unto their own home. But Mary stood without at the sepulchre, weeping. And as she wept, she stooped down and looked into the sepulchre. and saw two angels in white sitting, the one at the head and the other at the feet, where the body of Yahushua had lain. So you had an angel at the head and you had an angel at the feet. All right. Which is a representation for Yahushua being the Ark of the Covenant. Okay. Now, back into this article. There has been one serious claim made about the whereabouts of the Ark for centuries. Ethiopia's Orthodox Christians have claimed that the Ark of the Covenant is being held in a chapel at the Church of St. Mary of Zion in Assam, northern Ethiopia. The Church of St. Mary of Zion was originally built in the 4th century AD. It has been rebuilt several times since then, and there is a chapel on the ground that is said to hold the Ark. The story behind the Ark's presence in Ethiopia starts with the Ethiopian Emperor Menelik. Menelik I was the first emperor of Ethiopia and claimed to be the son of the biblical king Solomon and the queen of Sheba. And regarding this relationship amongst King Solomon and Queen of Sheba and the Queen of Sheba, this is not documented in the scriptures. Okay? And the scriptures also did not speak of Menelik. Okay? Sounds like bullshit. According to legend, King Solomon gifted the Ark of the Covenant to his son Menelik the first. Another version of this legend is that the Ark was stolen by Menelik the first and taken to Ethiopia. The current status of the Ark in Ethiopia is that no one is allowed to see it except for the guardian. I wonder why. The chapel holding the Ark is kept off limits to all other people. There is no way to confirm the authenticity of the Ark. I wonder why. Some historians have claimed that the Ark in Ethiopia is a worthless relic, and this is true. A few people have claimed that they have seen the Ethiopian Ark and that it is a simple wooden box that is empty inside. As for Ethiopia's Orthodox Christians, they still believe that it is the genuine Ark of the Covenant. Okay. Now, the location of the Ark of the Covenant is unknown, and that's scriptural. And to prove that, let's go to 2 Maccabees chapter 2 and verse 1. It is also found in the records that Jeremiah the prophet commanded them that were carried away to take of the fire as it has been signified. Verse 2, and how that the prophet, having given them the law, charged them not to forget the commandments of the Lord, and that they should not err in their minds when they see images of silver and gold with their ornaments. And with other such speeches exhorted he them that the law should not depart from their hearts. Verse 4, it was also contained in the same writing that the prophet, being warned of the Most High, commanded the tabernacle and the ark to go with him. Again, it was also contained in the same writing that the prophet, being warned of the Most High, commanded the tabernacle and the ark to go with him. What ark? The ark of the covenant. As he went forth into the mountain where Moses climbed up and saw the heritage of the Most High. And when Jeremiah came there, he found an hollow cave, wherein he laid the tabernacle and the ark and the altar of incense, and so stopped the door. So where is the ark of the covenant? It's in an hollow cave, per scripture. The ark of the covenant is inside of an hollow cave, along with the tabernacle, the altar, and the altar of incense. Again, 2 Maccabees 2:5. And when Jeremiah came there, he found an hollow cave, wherein he laid the tabernacle and the ark and the altar of incense, and so stopped the door. And some of those that followed him, right? So he had people following him, right? Came to mark the way. So they were trying to map out or pinpoint the location of where Jeremiah had placed these items. But they could not find it. Why? Why? Because Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah blocked it. He blocked it. Okay? And some of those that followed him came to mark the way, but they could not find it. So what the fuck is this church talking about? That's why, through the spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, right, we must investigate the Holy Scriptures. And that's what our apostles of Great Millstone has taught us via the Spirit. Back into 2 Maccabees 2:6. And some of those that followed him came to mark the way, but they could not find it. Which when Jeremiah perceived, he blamed them, saying, as for that place, it shall be unknown until the time that the Most High gather his people again together. And we are approaching this time frame. So that so-called Ark of the Covenant located in that church in Ethiopia is bullshit. It's false. All right? Which when Jeremiah perceived, he blamed them, saying, as for that place, it shall be unknown until the time that the Most High gather his people again together and receive them unto mercy. Okay? In the kingdom of heaven, we will know the place that contains the Ark of the Covenant, right? The altar of incense and the tabernacle. At this time frame, we do not know. Lord, will you edify? Shalom.